Once again, we thank our sponsors who help us put this show on the air. The Comfort Inn of downtown Denver, with their fabulous location, stunning atmosphere, and free breakfast. Their special Metro State rate at $79 is hard to beat. And of course, Dex. Dex is your most complete, up-to-date source for information in the book and online at dexknows.com. Metro State's volleyball team won 8 of their final 9 games to finish the regular season with a 26-8 record and a 14-5 mark in the RMAC. They entered the conference tournament as a 3 seed and went on to beat the defending tournament champions Regis in the first round. In the semifinals, they upset number 2 seed Mesa State 3-2 before moving on to face the one team they had not beaten since 2006, the Nebraska Kearney Lopers. After falling down 0-2 to UNK, Metro took the next 2, and that's where we pick it up. In the final deciding set, Gabe Curtis feeds Emily Greenhaw, who powers it through 2 Loper blockers to give her team a 10-7 lead. Then Curtis finds RMAC first team selection Bree Morley, who adds a kill to her total of 20 on the night. Keeping it close was Loper outside hitter Erica Burson. She finds a hole in the runner's defense to inch closer at 11-8. With the score at 14-9, here's Dave Jenner on the call.
14-9, set and match point for Metro. Wimoff will get the service across. The return is long, and there to put it down is Gabe Curtis. And Metro State are your RMAC champions for 2009, defeating the University of Nebraska at Kearney.
Julie Cassot, Gabe Curtis, and Bree Morley earn all tournament team honors, and Metro State wins their 5th tournament title in 10 years. The win also ends a 6-game losing streak to the Nebraska Kearney. Head coach Debbie Hendricks on recovering from a 2-0 deficit.
And I knew that we had it in us, and I kept saying in all of the timeouts that, we really hadn't gotten into a rhythm, that Kearney was playing well, but maybe they would settle in a little bit. And first game, they made very few errors, and we were just kind of waiting for them to maybe make some mistakes. But we just really didn't get into our rhythm until the 3rd game. And I knew if we did, then we were going to be in for a battle. But, that's a big comeback. I'm really proud of them.
We just believed that we could do it, and we stayed together, stayed positive, and just kept working. And they made us work. They made us earn the win. And it was just a hard-fought battle, and we just believed in ourselves and stuck together.
So from there, Metro State entered the big dance as a number 7 seed and rallied from a 2-1 deficit to take down the number 13 ranked Mustangs of Southwest Minnesota State. Bree Morley led the way with 11 kills. In the next round, the Roadrunners faced off against Minnesota Duluth, the 15th ranked team, and swept the Bulldogs in straight sets. Senior libero Amy Watanabe led the team with 13 digs, and so it was on to the Sweet 16. But the run would end there as Concordia St. Paul, the defending 2-time national champions, would sweep the Runners 3-0. The Golden Bears would go on to win their 3rd straight title. But for our Runners, they completed their most successful season in the program's history, and they returned great players like Greenhall and Morley to make another run next season. Here are the final volleyball standings in the RMAC, and they are brought to you by the Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Denver. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show and our Student Athlete Spotlight, brought to you by the Credit Union of Denver. We focus on Malcolm Farley. He was a former Metro State basketball player, but instead of pursuing athletics, he found a different passion.
Well, we're trying to raise some money for scholarships here at Metro. This is like a retrospective of 100 paintings in my career that mean something to me. It's kind of from the start to the finish, through all the phases, capturing the Super Bowls, the World Series, individual athletes, musicians, the Grammys, all the way to some spiritual stuff that, I grew up in India as a kid, and this is kind of a reflection of giving back to what was given to me at Metro. I was given the gift in the art world, and I always loved the athleticism of competition and that sort of thing. So my life growing up was really pretty bizarre. I mean, I've told stories of parties I used to host at Metro that I'd have 300-pound linemen, 7-foot centers, and artisans of every size description, and wow, it was the whole from A to Z. They always say paint what you know best, and for me at that point was athletics. I'd been a running back, I transferred here to Metro, played basketball, I was a baseball player, so I knew what it was like to get hit as you're a running back going up the middle. I knew what it's like to hit a 9th inning grand slam to win a game, and hopefully that passion exudes itself in the artwork. As far as when we have the auctions, the most collectible stuff, obviously if the originals, I think the economy's affected the sale of the originals, the high-priced originals, but we do have canvas reproductions that have been enhanced with paint, and the beauty of this whole thing is they've been signed by the athlete themselves. So for instance, you saw Peyton Manning, Lance Armstrong, Jack Nicklaus, you know, LeBron James, on and on, Super Bowl things signed by Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, it's something for everybody. And go back to the music genre, you know, we have Stevie Wonder, we have Phil Collins. I mean, I've been blessed. It's been a wonderful career to be on stage, be on the field with all these people. You know, that's the beauty of art. It's ever changing. I have a passion now for cultural stuff. You know, having spent so much time overseas as a kid, I'm kind of interested in cultural rituals, so to speak. I think I'm leaning towards the other side of my art, on the other side of my art career now. So, and the sports world has been tremendous to me. It's been a blessing, a gift. It's given me a platform from which to, you know, feed my family, travel freely, and now pursue another passion, which is spirituality in the world, you know.
So is there any website that people can come and view more of your painting?
Sure. MalcolmFarley.com and MalcolmFarleyFineArt.com.
So we end the show with our top plays of the month, sponsored by Miller Coors. Play number 5 comes from women's basketball versus Northwest Missouri. Leandra Sands spins and goes high off the glass. We'll see more from this game later. Now number 4, this one comes all the way from Kearney, Nebraska in the RMAC tournament. Gabe Curtis serves up Bree Morley, who pounds one through the Loper defense. Metro goes on to upset the highly ranked Lopers for the title. On to number 3, back to that women's game as Ray Bean spins, goes up strong for the old-fashioned three-point play. That gives Metro the lead and the eventual win.
Play number 2, men's b-ball now against Fort Lewis. Brian Miner goes up and over DeAndre Lansdowne for the nice jam.
And finally, for play numero uno, back to the Northwest Missouri game, here is the play-by-play from that game.
What are they going to do? Inside to Bean. Bean outside, wide open. Valencia, corner. Wood goes in. Huge shot. Emily Wood, great passing by Metro State. That's the best I've seen it all night.
So there you have it, the first ever plays of the month, sponsored by Miller Coors. Miller Coors wants to remind everyone to drink responsibly. So that does it for the first ever episode of the Roadrunner Review. I'm Eric Lansing. Don't forget to tune in next month for more Metro State action.